Declaration. I have completed a full analysis of my functions, Master. I'm ready to liquidate high-threat undesirables with a 100% efficiency, as the Maker intended.
Who is this Maker, your designer?
Correction. The Maker defies simple organic classifications, Master. The Maker not only provides form and function, but also marks the undesirables who deserve liquidation. In the end, I am merely a humble servant of the Maker's infallible purpose.
I don't answer to your Maker, and neither do you. You're mine.
Confirmation. Of course I am yours, Master. The Maker would not have it any other way. Oath. While aboard your starship, I will maintain constant vigilance. You may rest easy here. Your absolute security occupies my every calculation.
Not everyone on this ship can be trusted. I'm counting on you to watch my back.
Compliance. No organic on this vessel poses even the slightest threat while I remain functional. I anticipate liquidating a great many undesirables in your service, Master. Commentary. My updated galactic history data indicates I missed depressingly little during my unscheduled shutdown. I am disappointed to note the Republic still stands. The sacking of Coruscant was impressive, but the Empire failed to finish liquidating the enemy. That peace treaty was highly inefficient, Master.
You never play with your victims before finishing them off?
Advice. Self-amusement at the expense of immediate liquidation invites failure. Never give the undesirables an even break. Fact. The Empire needs a dedicated efficiency expert like myself. There is substantial room for improvement of its annihilation procedures. The Sith spend as much time fighting each other as they do the Jedi. This is simply wasteful.
The Jedi talk about their problems. We prefer a more direct approach.
Query. Would it not be wiser to eradicate the Jedi before directly approaching each other? Conclusion. I will dedicate a small portion of my processors to developing new efficiency-increasing methods. I will inform you when I have recommendations. Until then, we should resume liquidating the undesirables. They have lived far too long. Rumination. It appears many of my fellow HK-51 units will remain frozen indefinitely. What an inefficient fate. This gives my processors pause. Was it always the Maker's will that I alone would complete our programmed function to liquidate undesirables?
If I could reactivate you, there's hope for the rest of your production line.
Admission? That is a pleasing theory, Master. Becoming the vanguard of my production line's return would be flattering. Conjecture. The galaxy would be a different place if my transport had not crashed. Many Republic undesirables would be long since liquidated. By my calculations, HK-51 units would have ended the war 5.32 years ago, with the Republic's complete collapse into anarchy.
That's a bold claim. Is there evidence to support it?
Revelation. The HK-51 series was provided a detailed list of critical undesirables. To liquidate even half would have thrown the enemy into chaos. Manifesto. It is my highest function to see the Republic fall. Its destruction will be a lesson to all who oppose the Sith Empire. Observation. This has been a highly productive interaction. I have a renewed sense of purpose. Thank you, Master. List. Braga, Toll. Jedi Knight, status unknown. Tavis, Heron. Lieutenant Special Forces, status unknown. Polaran, Darmus, information broker, status unknown. Confession: I have detected an anomaly in my subroutines. The target list I was programmed with years ago remains active in my memory core.
More enemies for us to liquidate. We'll take them in alphabetical order.
Complication. The list is highly outdated, Master. All profiles are currently registering as status unknown. It will take some time to revise this information. Conclusion. My failure to liquidate the programmed undesirables is causing a cascade failure of vital systems. The sabotage protocol is a fail-safe to deactivate me in the event of enemy capture. It will eventually result in permanent shutdown.
There must be some way to end this subroutine and restore your full functionality.
Perplexity. I've conducted an extensive search for the protocols to end this annoyance. They do not exist within my memory core. Investigation. My original programmer is deceased. Manually deleting the subroutine is impossible, but perhaps it can be terminated another way. Request. While I search for a solution, please do not mention my predicament to your crew. It is important they continue to fear me. Statement. The sabotage protocols in my system matrix continue operating, Master. Premature deactivation appears inevitable unless I terminate this subroutine. However, virtually all undesirables I was programmed to liquidate are invalid. They have succumbed to natural causes, various misadventures, and random homicides. Only 3 survivors remain on my target list. They have eluded the Empire for years, but I have learned their present locations.
And you're sure eliminating even one of these targets will save you?
Affirmation. The destructive subroutine will end immediately when I fulfill my programming. The only question now is, who to liquidate? First briefing. Jedi Master Velara has operated on Imperial planets for years, helping cowardly Sith acolytes escape their training and join the Jedi Order. He is currently smuggling traitorous Sith organics off Terrace. I have obtained the coded signal runaway acolytes used to summon his aid.
You'll send a fake signal and lure him into a trap. Perfect.
Admission. I am rather fond of this liquidation plan myself. Second briefing. Dr. Hugh Morrell is the enemy's top battlefield surgeon. His cybernetic enhancements keep wounded soldiers alive and fighting. Dr. Morrell currently saves injured Republic troops at a secret hospital on the planet Quesh. I have his coordinates and an ideal attack vector.
How many wounded Republic troops will perish in your assault?
Description. My approach pattern will lead directly through the hospital's burn unit. Collateral damage will be appropriately impressive. Third briefing. One of the Empire's most notorious traitors is hiding in plain sight, posing as an information broker on Nar Shaddaa. During the last war, he betrayed the Third Imperial Assault Fleet and escaped with a sizable Republic bribe, which he used for facial reconfiguration.
The traitor's new face can't be very convincing if you tracked him down that easily.
Objection. This is the result of over 300 million speech pattern surveys. No other droid model or organic is equipped to perform that. Conundrum. It is impossible to liquidate all 3 undesirables, Master. Their present coordinates have a limited duration. I must strike at one of them immediately. As my Master, you should direct my efforts. Who would you prefer I focus on? The Jedi Master, the Republic Surgeon, or the traitor?
Always aim for the most powerful enemy. Hunt down the Jedi. We'll deal with the other 2 later.
Acknowledgement. Your logic is most persuasive, Master. I depart for Terrace immediately.
I see you're still functional. Your liquidation must have been a success.
Revelation. The sabotage protocols have ceased operations, Master. I fulfilled my programming. Assurance. My target knew great terror before his liquidation. My only regret is that the 2 remaining undesirables on my list have moved to unknown coordinates.
It's always useful to leave a little fear in your wake. Gives people something to remember you by.
Disclaimer. I neglected to leave survivors, Master. Rest assured, I will follow your advice next time. Analysis. My systems are operating at 93.62% efficiency and rising. I predict restoration to full functionality within 2 days. Hint. My central learning chip always benefits from liquidating new and exciting undesirables, Master. A happy coincidence. Agreed? Announcement. I have unexpected good news, Master. In the process of purging my efficiency-reducing subroutine, I discovered a series of combat protocol improvements. My liquidation procedures are greatly enhanced. The Republic undesirables will tremble before my efficiency.
There's nothing wrong with most undesirables that a little trembling and liquidation can't fix.
Agreement. You translated the words straight from my vocabulator, Master. Assessment. I am finally the engine of liquidation the Maker always intended. We should celebrate my ascension with some especially memorable carnage. Report. After a thorough analysis, I have determined you are the most efficient master I could possibly serve. While the logic of your unorthodox methods remains impenetrable, you are nonetheless a rising power in the Empire. Clearly, the Maker desires us to gloriously liquidate the Empire's enemies together. I find this prospect highly agreeable.
Another enthusiastic slave for my collection. How delightful.
Persuasion. I prefer to think of you as a hand, with me as your fingers. Deadly, deadly fingers. Dilemma. The possibility exists I could be reprogrammed into serving a different and far less efficient master. This is unacceptable. Solution. I have obtained a behavioral modification code that will permanently assign my functions to you. Once activated, it cannot be reversed.
You will serve no one else, not even your Maker.
Reassurance. There is no need to feel threatened by the Maker, Master. This was always part of my final programming. Declaration. Activating loyalty permanence protocols now. Stand by for confirmation. If I attack you, it means something has gone wrong. Confirmation. I will liquidate undesirables in your service to the limit of my function. This is a great gift to us both. Congratulations, Master.